Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Dylan Barbic, and this is my informative speech about our national parks and the Great American Outdoors Act. Imagine planning a family trip to Yosemite, or the Grand Canyon for that matter, only to find that the trails have become eroded. The visitor centers are closed, and all the bathrooms are filthy, out of order, unmaintained. Unfortunately, this has become the reality for many of our national parks due to the years of underfunding and its delayed maintenance. However, in 2020, something changed. A new law called the Great American Outdoors Act was passed, and it's already making a difference in preserving our public lands. As someone who has visited many national parks, including Yosemite, Joshua Tree, Sequoia, I really do care about the environment and protecting it for our future generations, and so that we, in the here and now, can see it. I wanted to learn about how this law is shaping our national parks, our future, and how it will affect us whether we hike only on the weekends or we plan out these long, extravagant trips to go see our, the great natural part of our world. My goal today is to inform you about the Great American Outdoors Act, how it impacts our national parks, and the challenges it still faces. First, I think the most important thing to talk about is what is the Great American Outdoors Act? Passed in August 2020 with a little bipartisan support, the laws dedicated up to $1.3 billion per year for energy development revenues to address the long-standing maintenance blockage in our public lands, especially in our national parks. According to the National Park Service in 2024, this law created something called the Legacy Restoration Fund, which is set to fix our crumbling infrastructure of our national park, fix those deteriorated trails, maintain those bathrooms, maintain and preserve our national parks, and keep it clean for the nature that lives there, the animals, the water that they drink. And a lot of those places provide us clean air around the world, which is very important. The funding is guaranteed through this year of 2025 and is the biggest investment in our national parks in America in over 50 years. Next, I think we need to look at what we've already accomplished with this law, and that is, according to the Department of the Interior, 254 projects have already been completed due to this law, including many repairs, maintenances, and cleanups to make our parks a better place to live. But our parks are still in danger. It is still vitally important that we support this act. Sorry, excuse me. The National Park Service reported that deferred maintenance blockage has grown from 11.9 million in 2018 to 22.3 billion at the end of 2022. That's nearly double in just a few years. The U.S. Interior Secretary Deb Haaland stated, through the Great American Outdoors Act, we are making critical investments that will create tens of thousands of jobs and help ensure that our national parks are ready to meet the challenges that face it, such as climate change and poor use from us, and can ensure that we ourselves take care of these frail ecosystems. period. Sorry. This quote highlights how the act doesn't just protect nature, but it supports our economy and the future generations to see these national parks. Finally, while this act is powerful, it is not perfect. It faces real challenges. Funding from the GAOA is only guaranteed through September of 2025. If Congress does not renew it, projects could stall, leaving our parks vulnerable, at risk, in danger of going away. People putting buildings, oil rigs, destroying our nature and destroying an ecosystem for these animals to live in. And also, a recent Washington Post investigation in 2025 showed that national parks are still struggling with basic operations due to budget cuts, while even they try to complete large restoration projects under the GAOA. So while the law isn't perfect, it is a step forward. The fight to preserve our national parks is not yet even close to over, but we are making steps in the right progress. We need to ensure as people that we continue to make these important steps towards protecting our national parks, the environment, the animals, and allow us to be able to see, or allow future generations to be able to see the wonders that we get to see now. To close it out, the Great American Outdoors Act is a landmark law, helping us to restore our great national parks, and is ongoing, and we will keep fighting. We've seen what this law can do. Now we need to continue it to ensure the safety of our national parks. Please visit a national park soon, and please do anything you can to keep this law in place. Thank you.